Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing the final video in the door series. Yay! This is part number 10. Can you even believe there could be potentially so many issues with doors? But it really is just a lot of, and I actually haven't even covered all of them. There's actually even a few more that I have not covered, and so I just got to a point where I was like, okay, I feel like I covered the basics and these are going to be helpful to you guys, and I'm stopping with the doors. We'll move on to something new next. So today we're going to be talking about what I feel like is one of the most important potential challenges that you might have with doors in your home. And this is a blocked outside door. There's a couple different aspects to this, okay? So the first one that I'm going to share with you is, I'm actually going to tell you a little story about someone that I've worked with around this, and someone that's taken my tips and made changes in her home based on what I've recommended and has seen a difference, right? So what does a blocked outside door do? When the view of the front door is blocked, and so this might be a, typically there's trees or something that's in front of it, so it's blocking the view from the street. You can't see the front door clearly. Oftentimes there's bushes or trees or other things in the way. So that's one possibility. Or you may actually have something that is in front of the front door or some sort of outside door, right? Where it's not able to be used. So this, for the front door, it blocks opportunities, it blocks the energy. So the energy cannot flow freely into the space if the front door is not visible or is in some way or shape or form blocked, right? It can also it kind of cuts the chi or the energy, particularly of adults, because doors are the voice of adults in the home. So this can also lead to silencing the voice of adults within the home when we have these door issues. So I want to tell you about Sue. Sue had has a home, and they typically always go in and out the back door, right? Happens for a lot of us. Sometimes it's going in and out of a garage where we're just parking in the garage and going in and out of that. They just never use the front door, right? And even when people would come, they never would use the front door. And actually the front of the house where the front door enters into would be like normally a living room area. Sue had turned this into her office. And what she had done is she actually placed a bookcase in front of the front door, right? So wanting her office to feel more like an office rather than, you know, like a living room, she placed a bookcase in front of the front door. Well, that really blocks the energy and opportunities. So you can't even get in the front door. The opportunities and the energy cannot get in the front door either, okay? Long story short, Sue moved the bookcase after reading some of the information that I provided about front doors and the importance of the front door, and that's where all our energy comes in. She moved the bookcase and did a bunch of work around the front of the house as well, but experienced a lot more flow, right? She started, more money started to flow in, more opportunities, just more abundance in general, lots of good stuff, okay? So if you have a door that is blocked, a door that leads to the outside that is blocked, number one way to remedy that is to move whatever's blocking it, okay, if you're able to do that. If you're not able to do that, I've seen situations where sometimes there's like actually a refrigerator in front of a door or something like that. If you're not able to move it, then the remedy for you is to add something with sound. And it doesn't mean that it's never necessarily going to make sound, but like a bell or a wind chime, you would add on either side of the door, whichever side of the door you have access to, right? And again, that energetically is going to allow the flow to go through that door. I've also sometimes seen where a mirror is placed on that door before it's like blocked, right? So energetically, the energy is able to flow through that. I don't know that I guess I don't know that I love the idea of a mirror, just because it's going to reflect, you know, whatever, like the refrigerator or whatever is blocking that spot. So, but we, you know, we can, I like, because for me, I feel the energy in a space and I feel kind of what adjustments would be good. I love to see exact examples and then make a recommendation based on that. So I don't like to do just, you know, generally blanket recommendation, right? So that's the circumstance. If you have a door that is blocked, that is not able to be used, that goes to the outside, there's got to be some sort of acknowledgement for that door, is essentially what we're talking about here. An acknowledgement, a way for the energy to flow through that area that was meant to lead to the outside, right? Okay. The other example that I want to share with you is one of my clients, Diane. They had a situation in the front of their home where they had trees just blocking. You couldn't even see, and I actually printed off a couple pictures. They had trees and you couldn't even see, so I'm going to kind of come forward here. Let's see if I can still stay in the frame. I'll scoot down so I can still stay in the frame. So on this side, you're going to see where you're not going to see much because you can't see the house. There were so many trees there blocking it that you can't even see the house. Then they actually removed several trees, and it just makes a world of difference, right? Like, it's almost like taking the braces off a set of teeth where, like, oh my gosh, they can smile now. Like, this house can smile, it can breathe. It can, you know, really can allow that energy to get to the front door, and therefore obviously more opportunities, more abundance. It's just created a beautiful flow and that energy. And there is, you know, if you are removing trees, there are specific adjustments that I gave her around honoring the trees that were there and what to do about those trees, okay? So there are specific adjustments that you would do feng shui wise if you are removing trees. So just to give you that caveat, that would be something that you'd want to consult a practitioner about to be able to make the appropriate honoring of those trees that were there, right? So a beautiful energy. And then, you know, if you're not able to move trees, if you've got a whole bunch of trees in front of your front door and you're not able to move them, you can sometimes trim them up so that, you know, you can see sort of underneath them. That's sometimes an option. Or, you know, definitely if you're not able to do any of that, adding something with movement near the front door will help. It's not going to be as significant an adjustment or a flow that you're creating when you remove the trees, but it is definitely, it will bring energy, right? Something with movement will bring, attract the energy to that front door. So that would be the other option. Those are my tips for blocked outside doors. This concludes our series on doors. Woohoo! So next week, we will be starting a brand new series, and they haven't let me know yet what we're going to be talking about. Might be stairs, it might be something to do with wealth, potentially. Lots of different options. Literally, the options are endless for the videos that I could create on different things. So we will see what flows in next time. For now, relax and have fun. Enjoy your week. We'll see you next time.